Kirks assassin was a Democrat, a radical leftist, has been released, guys. Undeniable proof. So now anyone that denies it is spreading liberal, leftist, Democrat propaganda. The text messages have been released. Everything has been released. There's no more denying this. And if you're denying it, you're living in delusion, just like the assassin and just like his transgender gay boyfriend. The proof is out there, guys. We're going to be talking about breaking down all the evidence that we have. The charges have been filed. The motive has been filed, I believe, in the court documents in the court system. And everything has been filed. He was not a right-wing guy. He was not a groyper or whatever you're saying. Nick Fuentes, if you're saying he was a Nick Fuentes fan, he was a Nick Fuentes fan. Nick Fuentes actively hates trans. I don't hate trans. I just don't want them doing certain things with children and whatnot. That's the only thing I'm against. If you want to do something, if you want to be any of that kind of stuff, that's fine with me. I really don't give a damn. Do what you want to do, but don't become a radical leftist and go out there and harm people. It's not right. The evidence is out. The evidence is out. And more Democrat Party leaders, more and more Democrats in general have been celebrating his death. It's fucking disgusting. It is disgusting. But now we have the evidence. We have everything we need. There's no denying the fact that this man was a Democrat, a radical leftist. The Democrat Party is failing at all-time records. At all-time records. The numbers for the Democrat voters keep going down and down and down and down and down. More people will either register independent or Republican. People are done with the Democrat Party, especially any good Christian people, people with good values that don't want to see their political party celebrate another man's death. Or they're all going to leave. They're all going to leave. The Democrat Party is done. It's toast. It's finished. It's done. I don't know what else to tell you guys other than we have all the evidence here. We're going to break it down in this live stream of exactly what happened and what the evidence is. The text messages have been released. The motive has been released. We got evidence from his friends, his family, his boyfriend, and all this stuff. We have the text messages. We have the reasons he did it. We have what he said to his parents. We have what he said to his dad. We have what he said to his boyfriend. We have all the evidence. And it's the same kind of stuff that the Democrats will tell me, you're spreading hate, you're too hateful. Yeah, that's the reason that the Democrats find it okay to take someone's life. I haven't said anything hateful. Just because I want to say my opinion and I want to speak about what I want to talk about, that makes me hateful. I never called for any harmful things or any violence towards anyone. I'm a peacemaker. Peacemaker. If someone wants to, believe in some bullshit that's not real, like transgenderism, or they want to be delusional, or they want to follow some Democrat bullshit, they can do that. But I'm not going to be here saying that it's okay to do that. But I'm also not going to be doing any hate speech or any calls for violence. That's disgusting. That's exactly what the Democrat Party would do. I'm not going to do that. There's a Democrat leader out there who's calling for more martyrs, quote unquote. She's calling for more Charlie Kirks. If they want war, they can get war. This is not a call. This is not a call for any kind of any kind of instigating of them. This is not a call for that. This is a call to protect yourself, use your Second Amendment right, and if anyone does anything, you can protect yourself. It's that simple. It's that simple. We will protect ourselves with the Second Amendment right from the Democrats. We always have and we always will. The Republican Party is the party that freed the slaves. They freed the slaves, guys. The Democrat Party is the one that wanted slavery. They created the KKK. And now they're supporting a death of an innocent Christian man because they hate Christianity and they hate people with good morals and good values. It's hilarious. The Democrats are coping with the fact that their party is being destroyed from the inside out. The Republicans didn't even have to do anything to destroy your party. I mean, we destroyed your party about 9 months ago now. 10 months ago now. Let's fight for our country. Just like Donald Trump, just like Charlie Kirk, we're going to turn this entire country into, a centralist conservative country like it used to be. We're not going to have any more Democrats. The Democrat Party is dead. We're not going to be divided. We're going to come together because if you're against death, you're against destruction, you're against anyone supporting death and destruction, then you will leave the Democrat Party. It's that simple. And if you're not against dividing people, if you're not against death and destruction, then you know it is what it is. It is what it is. Also, Charlie Kirk, I believe, died at 12. Don't get me wrong, but I have to remember the Bible verse. I forgot to write it down. But Charlie Kirk died at 12:36, and basically there's a Bible verse that says, "From the death of this, millions of seeds will grow." It goes something like this, similar to this. And I don't remember exactly the exact Bible verse at the top of my head, but basically, it's connected. Charlie Kirk was a death that God allowed, unfortunately. God is overseeing everything. What happens, happens at the end of the day. Everything was for a reason. I hate to say this. It's disgusting. I wish it never happened. But if it does happen, it's for a biblical reason. It's really sad to say for his family. It didn't have to happen. But what the Bible verse says is that millions of seeds will be ripened and grow up out of the ground after something like this. He died exactly at the exact time, matches the exact Bible verse that I'm quoting right now. And millions more Charlie Kirks will rise up and come up off the ground. Millions more. We will transform the country peacefully, politically, debate-wise. If certain situations have to happen, if people have to use their Second Amendment right, what will happen is what will happen, guys. That is just the facts. Now, spam the like button. Let me see some R.I.P. Charlie Kirks. Charlie Kirk's assassin had a transgender lover. Some of these people are mentally deranged. He was part of in my personal opinion, there's not enough evidence on this yet, but Charlie Kirk's assassin was part of a transgender furry sleeper cell that's anti-Trump, that have a bunch of firearms, that's inciting violence upon millions of Americans. Millions! Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Everyone comment, R.I.P. Charlie Kirk, MAGA, Trump, Trump, Trump. We found the evidence, guys. We found the evidence. We got the evidence, guys, that Charlie Kirk's assassin was indeed a radical leftist. He told his parents that he hated Charlie Kirk's conservative values. Over text messages, he said Charlie Kirk was too hateful. That's why he had to get rid of him. That is disgusting. That is all the evidence we need there. The text messages between him and his boyfriend have been released. We got the evidence. We got the evidence. He was a left-wing lunatic. He was a Democrat lunatic. He was a Democrat lunatic. If anyone has any questions, comments, anything you guys want to talk about, drop some super chats. How are you doing, Waffle Jackson? It has been a minute. I haven't seen you in a minute, guys. I have not seen you in a minute. I've not seen you in a minute. The Democrats are mad because my messages spread to hundreds of thousands of people, and when they try to join my Discord and spread hate or messages, they get kicked out. No one cares what they have to say, but I can get on here onto my platform and tell the truth to hundreds of thousands of people, tens of thousands of people. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, drop some super chats. I see you guys saying, "Oh, I have a question. I have a question." Well, smash that like button, subscribe, drop some super chats. Charlie Kirk was a great man. He was a legend. He was a legend, and I think it's hilarious that some of you will just continue to make new accounts. I mean, I don't mind just moderating and kicking you out every single time. It's no problem for me. I'm used to it. But for you to hear my message, I guess that makes your ears suffer. We got the evidence. There's no more denying unless you're completely delusional. The guy that did this was extremely pro-gay, extremely pro-transgender, extremely left-wing, which none of these values that he has whatsoever lines up with Nick Fuentes. We have the text messages. We have the evidence. This guy is facing the death penalty in Utah. Charlie Kirk was a huge supporter of the death penalty. The death penalty aligns with what the Bible says. The Bible says, if you take a life, your life shall be taken. It's that simple. Now, this guy was a Democrat. We have the text messages. We have the evidence. The evidence and the motive have been filed in court. It doesn't matter what evidence we show. It doesn't matter what the court decides. It doesn't matter what the FBI tells you. The Democrats will deny that the party did this. At the same time, their party will celebrate an innocent man's death. They will claim that, he deserved it. At the same time, they'll say, we didn't do it. We didn't do it. Yes, you did. This ideology of calling people hateful because you don't like their opinions on politics, because you don't like their political beliefs, is exactly why someone did this to Charlie Kirk. That's exactly why someone did this to Charlie Kirk. It's exactly why. The Democrats cannot silence us. They want us to be silenced. They want us to stop speaking out. You know what? We are going to keep talking out. We're going to keep talking our opinions. We're going to keep talking the truth. And that's that. There's no stopping us. There's no stopping us. We're going to keep spreading our messages. We're going to keep spreading the truth that the man that did this against Charlie Kirk was a radical left Democrat. We're going to keep having Trump as president. Even we're going to get Trump in office in 2028. I've already told you multiple times that his co-worker said that he hated Donald Trump and Charlie Kirk, and he hated all right-wing conservative ideals. I've already told you that Charlie Kirk's mom and dad both has said that, not Charlie Kirk's mom and dad, but the assassin of the guy said that this guy, was more and more left-wing, pro-gay, pro-trans. The assassin was disgusting for all his bullshit ideals. He was a disgusting human being because he couldn't debate with someone. He had to go to violent action. And it's like all the Democrats, he's no different than them. Democrats cannot debate. They cannot discuss. They either have to ad hominem you, get violent with you, or try to assassinate you. It's that simple. If a poor source is the courts and the FBI and the governor of Utah, I don't know what a good source would be. It doesn't matter what evidence comes out. The Democrats will deny. Anyone out there saying fascist this, fascist that. That's exactly what the murderer of Charlie Kirk would say. So just know that you're in the same fucking piece of shit area that he's at. But if you guys have any questions, comments, drop some super chats. Spam that like button. Double tap the screen. Comment Trump, MAGA, RIP Charlie Kirk. Every single person saying fascist, Zionist, you're all in the same category as the assassin of Charlie Kirk. You're all pieces of human shit. Anyone justifying Charlie Kirk's death is sub-fucking-human. Sub-human! Anytime a Dem says I'm wrong, I know I'm right. That's right, Anthony. That's right. I love that comment. I have not been read wrong about a single thing. If I was wrong about anything, the Democrats wouldn't keep making new accounts to comment on my shit. I'll ban one guy out, he'll come in with another account 2 seconds later. It's hilarious. They wouldn't be trying to censor me. They wouldn't be trying to spread hate in my comments if I wasn't speaking the truth. I'm speaking the damn truth on this situation. Either that or they're Democrat bots. You're right. They could just be Democrat bots. I don't worship anyone but Jesus Christ, just like Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was a good Christian man. The assassin that did this, he hated all right-wing conservative values, including Christianity. It's disgusting. The Democrat Party is covering up, acting like they didn't do this, they have nothing to do with this. At the same time, they're celebrating his death. Can you really believe what they're saying? No, they're absolutely not. They're liars. Anyone that's trying to silence someone with violence and kill them for what they say, they're the true, real fascist. Absolutely wrong. The shooter was not a right wing. I don't even know how the hell you're a moderator. Absolutely wrong about that. Smash the like button, comment, subscribe. RIP Charlie Kirk. RIP Charlie Kirk. Who cares if his family was conservative? He was a Democrat. He was a radical leftist. He was becoming more and more pro-gay, more and more pro-tranny. He loved his transgender boyfriend, but apparently not enough to stay out of prison. Apparently not enough to actually stop doing crimes. Just because you don't like someone's political opinions doesn't mean they're hateful and does not mean they deserve to lose their lives. Apparently, demon rats still can't manage to figure this out. Charlie Kirk killer was such a right-wing radicalist. No right-wing radicalists have transgender boyfriends. None of them have boyfriends to begin with, much less transgender. Not to mention the text messages have came out. He hated that Charlie Kirk was conservative. He hated that he was Christian. The court documents with the motives have been filed. The motives in court say that he was a left-wing extremist. The governor of Utah says he's seen the evidence. He's a left-wing extremist. There's no hiding it anymore. You cannot cover up the evidence. It's over. Your Democrat Party will lose millions of voters. You're not going to be able to cover up. You're not going to be able to silence us. We're going to keep speaking out the truth. And when you comment some bullshit, oh, he was a right-wing radical extremist. No, he was not. No, he was not. If he was, he wouldn't have a transgender damn boyfriend. Even, I can see him having a boyfriend, but not a damn transgender boyfriend, and most likely not a boyfriend. Not to mention, a right-wing person, an extremely right-wing person, is not going to call Charlie Kirk a fascist. That is the dumbest shit I ever heard. If he was extreme right-wing, more right-wing than Charlie, more right-wing than Nick Fuentes, he's not going to call him a fascist. He's not going to call Charlie a fascist. I mean, we have all the evidence. The governor of Utah, Donald J. Trump, and the FBI, every single government official has confirmed to us. We've seen the text messages now. We've seen the evidence. We've seen the messages back and forth between the killer and his boyfriend. Too many people are justifying hate, white and Christian people, and yet they're trying to say we are the bad guy. Yet they're trying to say that we are the bad guy. Yeah, you should not be justifying hate towards white or Christian people or anyone for that matter. I'm not justifying hate against anyone. You should not hate anyone specifically. But I'm going to point out the fact that trans people are delusional. There's only two natural-born genders, and that is facts. Like, I don't know what else to tell you guys. It is the freaking facts. I'm going to keep spreading Charlie Kirk's message, and I'm not going to be silenced no matter what. I would go out there and do public speaking. I would go out there and do, debate me's. But I'm not going to go to a damn college or anywhere where I can't defend myself or have, 10 guys with me with AR-15 standing right next to me and bulletproof vests and whatnot. But I will go to war for freedom of speech. I was making fun of people saying that he is right-wing. Okay, well, I can understand that. I wasn't 100% sure, my friend. But they're trying to take out people like me. They said, we're going to get you next. We're going to get you next. Come and try. Come and try. You have no chance. I'm not going to make it easy for you. I'm not going to stand in a crowd of people where you can get me from a hill up top. That ain't going to be me. That ain't going to be me. Hello, Marina. The Democrats won't be able to get me no matter what they try. I'm not going to be silenced with violence. It's not going to happen. I'm going to keep speaking out. The radical leftists, the transgenderism, all the bullshit is exactly what caused the death of Charlie Kirk. That's why they did what he did. That's why they did what he did. Many people will say, oh, connections to Israel and whatnot, this or that. I don't really know what to think about that. I don't really believe that. I mean, I do know what to think about that. That's not why he was killed. He was killed because he was a right-wing conservative. He wasn't even right-wing. He was moderately centralist, but he had conservative values. But now moderate centralist, these people are left-wing. That's not what a centralist is. We need to close our borders. We need to deport all these illegal immigrants. There's criminals, there's rapists, illegal immigrants. And by definition, all illegal immigrants are criminals. 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 They want to kill you in America if you're Christian. They want to kill you in America if you have right-wing, not even right-wing, centralist conservative values. They want to kill you because they say it's hate speech. It's hate speech. What about freedom of speech? Shut the hell up. What about freedom of speech? If you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, drop some super chats. Love from South Africa and love from Jamaica. It's fantastic. Pause, 2 seconds. I don't think the killer is right wing. I was making fun of people saying that. It was sarcasm, sorry. It's okay, brother, but you gotta understand, I do get thousands of comments of people literally being serious. The killer was right wing. He was on the same political party as Charlie Kirk. What's his motive? His motive wouldn't be, oh, me and Charlie Kirk and Nick Fuentes, we all have similar ideas, so, you know, even Nick Fuentes wouldn't do this. Nick Fuentes has never called for violence. I don't think he's a good human. I think he's a disgusting neo-Nazi. He's way too right-wing, way too right-wing. But at the same time, I don't think a Nick Fuentes supporter or fan would be out there to take another person's life like Charlie Kirk. I mean, they might take out a Jew, but they're not going to take out Charlie Kirk. They're especially not, you know, Nick is anti-Semitic, I agree. He's a horrible human being. He doesn't deserve the fame that he's got. He doesn't deserve anything he's got for that matter. He's a disgusting human being. He's just, you know, sharing and spouting very simple anti-Semitic, anti-Jew rhetoric. That is disgusting to me. I know Nick Fuentes and Charlie Kirk couldn't stand each other, but that doesn't mean either one of them would ever cause violence. They shared a lot of ideals. They both thought transgender people were delusional, which this guy had a transgender boyfriend. He had a transgender boyfriend, for crying out loud. And you're telling me he was right-wing. Fuck no, he wasn't right-wing. Fuck no. Hold on, guys. I gotta get a drink. But if any one of you guys has any questions, comments, drop some super chats. I will talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. But you gotta drop some super chats. Fight for this country, just like Donald J. Trump and just like Charlie Kirk did. We gotta fight for our country, guys. We gotta fight for our damn country. These people, these Democrat leaders are calling for the death and destruction of anyone else that wants to spread their message of, you know, bullshit. Not even bullshit. Their message of whatever they want to say. They can say they think transgender people are delusional. They can say Charlie Kirk's murderer was a Democrat. They can say there's only 2 natural-born genders. They can say that Charlie Kirk wouldn't want more gun control. There is already gun control in Utah. We don't need any more gun control. But Charlie Kirk passed away at a very specific time. And that time zone lines up, I believe it was 12:26. It lines up with a Bible verse. Now listen, I don't know every Bible verse by heart. I forgot to write it down for this stream. But basically, what the Bible verse says is when a person dies, millions, something about the person with influence dying, millions more will sprout up and fight against this kind of bullshit. I am Charlie Kirk. You are Charlie Kirk. We are all Charlie Kirk except the demons screaming at the top of their lungs and justifying this murder. God bless Charlie Kirk. Damn right. John 12:23. That's right. Charlie Kirk died at 12:23, guys. He died at 12:23. John 12:23. What does the Bible verse say? What is the Bible verse what does that Bible verse say? Someone look it up for me and tell me what John 12:23 says, because Charlie Kirk died at 12:23. It's a direct correlation. God is pushing a message with this. You have a small suspicion that I like Donald Trump, huh? That is a small suspicion. How did you know? How did you know I like Donald Trump? They have the messages of Charlie Kirk and his tranny boyfriend, and it says the reason he did this was because of Charlie Kirk's hateful rhetoric. Hateful? What did he ever say that was hateful? This guy was just too pro-trans. It's disgusting. Disgusting, disgusting Democrats justifying the murder of an innocent Christian man, father of 2. It's unbelievably stupid. I don't know what his boyfriend has to do with this. Stop speaking up and talking against him because he's tranny. Stop talking against his boyfriend and pointing out the fact he was gay and that his boyfriend was in on it with it. He told his boyfriend to destroy evidence. What do you mean you don't know what his boyfriend has to do with this? He said destroy the evidence, destroy the text messages, destroy the note that I left you under my keyboard. He said destroy all of it. He was a demon rat, a demon. We got to get rid of all these millions of demon rat voters. You need to go over to the central side. You need to become an independent or you need to become a Republican. I have all the evidence. I've seen the text messages. I saw the bullet that said fascist in it. If he was right-wing, he's not going to be calling another right-wing person fascist. Doesn't even make any sense. He was central right. I would call him a central moderate right. If you are a demon rat voter, you need to leave the demon rat party and come over to the right side, guys. This is about wrong and right. This isn't about political shit anymore. And you need to see the people that are in the wrong right now are celebrating the murder of an innocent man. And they keep screaming, oh, he was a MAGA. He was a Nick Fuentes groiper. Blah, 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 blah. You guys have your own opinions. I think that Trump is moderately centralist right-wing. I don't think he's extremely right-wing. Whether you agree with him or not, Charlie Kirk is purely dead because he said something someone didn't agree with. Exactly right. You can call it, you can label it the bullshit you want. Hate speech, blah, 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 blah. We live in a country with the First Amendment. I thought the Democrats were screaming due process, unconstitutional this, unconstitutional that. Oh, it turns out they were hypocrites. They're the last people to ever care about the Constitution. The Democrats don't give a damn. The Democrats don't give a damn. Let's get the 50 likes, guys. Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. We don't need more gun control laws, guys. We don't need more gun control laws. We need less gun control laws. This guy, Tyler, he committed and violated multiple state gun control laws, multiple federal gun control laws, and he still killed someone. Go figure. Gun control laws only take guns away from law-abiding citizens. It's that simple. Do I think other people were connected with this guy that assassinated Charlie Kirk? Most likely. I think the truth will come out over time, but there's no longer deniability for Tyler Robinson. There's no longer deniability to say, oh, he was a right-wing groper. We have the text messages. We've seen countless evidence. We've seen all the evidence. This is why the Democrats will lose the House and why will lose the midterms, because they just lost 2.4 million voters, and that was before this Charlie Kirk situation. They're going to at least lose another 2 to 5 million voters because of this whole situation. No one wants to be part of a political party where people celebrate someone's death. That is fucking despicable and disgusting. And yes, Democrats are losing their jobs. Praise the Lord above. These Democrats will no longer be able to feed themselves or pay their damn rent because they can't afford shit without their job. Thank God. More Democrats that are making fun of Charlie Kirk need to lose their job. So if you see anyone on Facebook, you see anyone on Instagram, you see anyone on Twitter making fun of Charlie Kirk, screenshot it and let's post it all over the internet and let's blow it up. I'm sick of these fuckers. They're disgusting. Next month's jobs report actually might be in the negative. I hope it is, because I hope all the Democrats lose their fucking jobs. I hope we actually get the first month in history where Trump doesn't grow any jobs, just so the Democrats can lose their fucking jobs for making fun of a dead Christian man. It's disgusting. It doesn't matter if you're left wing or right wing. Anyone with fucking common sense should know that making fun of a dead man is not a fucking good thing to do. It's disgusting. It is fucking disgusting. There's nothing woke about that. Peace out. Have a great day, everyone. I'm still going to be on here. I'm still live streaming right now. I'm just saying peace out to that person. Another man judging another man's faith is most likely not Christian, 99% of the time. So I don't want to hear any bullshit saying he's not a Christian. Charlie Kirk was not a Christian. Whoever the fuck is saying that, you're sure in the hell not a Christian supporting the demon rat party. You cannot support the party, the Democrat party, the Democrat party, the party of cutting off child's penises for transgender bullshit. You cannot cut off the pro-kill your babies party. Kill your babies. That's all what the Democrats want. Kill your babies. That's all what the Democrats want. You cannot support that party and be a Christian. It's simple. It is simple. You cannot call for children to cut off their penises. You cannot call for pregnant mothers to kill their babies. You cannot call for any of this shit and at the same time be a Christian. It's fucked up. That's the Democrat party. You cannot be a Christian if you're in the Democrat party. It's that fucking simple. You cannot be a Christian calling for open borders and the flooding of millions of illegal immigrants. It's not possible. There are a lot of Democrats with influence. I can name a couple of them. Destiny, Hassan, they're both making fun of Charlie Kirk's death. What kind of fucking rock do you live under? What kind of rock do you live under? And is it even in the United States? That's my question. Yes, a Christian does. If you're a Christian, you don't want to kill unborn babies. If you're a Christian, you don't want to chop off 11-year-olds' penises because they tell you that they're transgender. Don't even tell me Assailant isn't doing it. Don't even tell me Destiny's not doing it. Yes, they are doing it. They're about to get deplatformed. Elon Musk called the owner of Twitch, aka Jeff Bezos, and said, we need to get these murder-supporting motherfuckers off this platform now. And wait when Hassan is gone. We will celebrate his leaving of Twitch. He'll be gone off Twitch. He won't be gone on this earth. Hey, brother, good morning. MAGA, hell yeah. I just put a Bible verse right down there for you guys. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, drop some super chats. We can discuss and talk about anything you want. All super chats will be read out loud. I hope everyone out there is having a great, fantastic morning. That's the abbreviation, and I didn't even spell it. That wasn't even me. Ashley, you're the lunatic. Your party is supporting someone's death, so cry about it. Sorry that you're losing millions of voters in the Democrat Party. Breaking news, Tyler hated anyone on the right. He loved his tranny boyfriend, and he loved his gay, and he loved shouting all this nonsense. Gay rights, transgender rights, they have the same fucking rights as us, you morons. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, like I said before, I'm an open book. You can ask me any questions. We can talk about whatever you like. Just drop some super chats. No one's threatening anything for Charlie Kirk's death. No one is threatening anything. All we're saying is if you want to go after us, if you want to cause death and destruction, then we can have war. We will use our Second Amendment right. How is it Christian to support a man who was close friends with Epstein? Your party supports the unspeakable acts against children. Trump was not close friends with Epstein. Second off, he stopped talking to Epstein 20 years ago. Third off, he kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago. Fourth off, Trump cooperated as an FBI informant to put Epstein in prison twice. Third off, your Democrat Party. Fifth off, your Democrat Party supports cutting off children's penises. I don't want to hear any bullshit propaganda about Epstein this, Epstein that. It's all fake fucking news. You got no evidence. You're talking out of your ass. The Epstein files have been released. The Epstein files have been released. How can you call yourself a Democrat Christian when your party wants to cut off 11 and 12-year-old boys' penises? How can you call yourself a Christian Democrat when the Democrats want the border wide open, just like it was under Joe Biden? They lost 476,000 children under Joe Biden's open border. 476,000 children lost under Joe Biden's border. But all the Democrat Party can scream about is Epstein, put Trump in jail. Epstein, put Trump in jail. How about you speak up against this bullshit and talk about the 476,000 children lost under Democrat leadership? How about you talk about that bullshit? Because you don't care about the children. You don't care about anything. All you care about is Epstein and Trump and putting Trump's name on the Epstein list and putting Trump in jail. You don't care about anything else whatsoever. You don't care about anything else whatsoever. So I don't want to hear, oh, I care about the children, the Epstein list. No, you don't care about children, because if you cared about children, you'd be caring about the 500,000 children that went missing under Joe Biden's open border policy. It's that simple. It is that simple. You don't give a shit. The Democrats don't care. I'm not going to be silenced. The Democrats don't fucking care about the children. They want to cut off their penises. We got another tranny-crat in here. Bye-bye, tranny-crats. Bye-bye, tranny-crats. If you guys have any questions, topics, anything you want to talk about, just let me know. Just drop some super chats. Seriously, this is messed up. I'm not even upset that tens of thousands of Democrats will lose their jobs. Hello, Tom Pepin. We talked about that Bible verse in that clip that you sent me. John 12:23. Charlie Kirk died at 12:23. And I don't know this entire Bible verse off the top of my head because I just learned it yesterday and I didn't recite all of it. But basically, Tom Pepin can correct me if I'm wrong, but when Charlie Kirk died at 12:23, this Bible verse, John 12:23, correlates directly with it. It's a sign from God. It says, seeds will rise up out of the ground. Millions of people basically will be just like Charlie Kirk, and we're going to start a new world. We're going to start a new, beautiful world where people don't get killed for freedom of speech. We're going to start a brand new, beautiful country. We're going to turn this old country into a beautiful new United States of America. We're going to make America great again. That's exactly what we're going to do. Of course, the Diddy-crats don't even believe in the Bible. The Diddy-crats don't believe in the Bible. Who would have guessed it? Who would have guessed it? I don't know every verse in the Bible, but I doubt any single one of you guys could, Oh, someone's mad I said the word tranny. I'm sorry, Charlie Kirk's assassin was a tranny, or his boyfriend was a tranny. Not my fault. Transgender, tranny. Tranny just is a short abbreviation for transgender. It's that simple. There's no slurs for trans people. I have much more academic and real life experience than you'll ever have. Transquifa! No, not Charlie Kirk. Tyler Robinson had a trans boyfriend, not Charlie Kirk. Sorry if I accidentally said that. My apologies to Charlie and his family if I accidentally said that. But Tyler Robinson, he had a tranny boyfriend. Why does tranny offend you? Tranny, why does that offend you? It's not hate speech, it's not slur. Kauai, how many countries have you been to? We can compare right now who's been to more countries and who knows more about global politics, me or you. Employment law differs by state to state. I have many lawyers and attorneys, and some of them come on this live stream. What happened with the Hyundai contract? I have no clue. Like I just said, I have many lawyers. I don't have a legal background. I'm not an attorney. I just work with lawyers and attorneys on this live stream. That's it. I asked you first, how many countries have you been to? Sorry, guys. Got a bit of a cough. I have a zin. I have a zin in my mouth, so I had to take it out. You've been to 11. I've been to over 20 countries, so I think I know more about global politics. When I say I've been to over 20 countries, that doesn't mean I just stayed for a couple days. I've stayed and lived in other countries. I've lived months in other countries. I've lived years in other countries. I know all about global geopolitics. True air, I love my zins. How many languages do you speak? Well, I know 3 languages, but I wouldn't say I'm fluent in all of them. I know a bit of English. I mean, not a bit. I know everything in English. I meant to say I know a bit of Serbian and Spanish, and I know English, of course. He's heard of 3 languages, yeah. Well, if you guys have any comments, questions, anything you want to talk about, drop some super chats. We can talk about it. I don't know everything about everywhere, but I know a decent amount about global geopolitics. I'm not trying to rage bait. I'm 100% serious. I love Donald Trump. Our country's doing a great job. Inflation is much lower than it was 4 years ago under President Joe Biden. 2 or 3 years ago, inflation was skyrocketing out of control. There's a lot of issues going on with South Korea right now, so that's a complicated topic. But they're having some, conflicts and whatnot with China, and they're also screaming, Charlie Kirk! I am Charlie Kirk! I am Charlie Kirk! But guys, smash that like button. Let's get to 60 likes. If you guys have any comments, questions, anything you want to talk about, let me know. If not, I'm probably going to hop off here in a minute or two. I'll look for guests. If anyone wants to come on the stream and be a guest, I'm up for that. I don't hate anybody. I love everyone. Even if you are, even if you are trans, whatever, I have no problem with that. I'm still going to show respect, love, and dignity to everyone. Democrats can't do that. They treat anyone that's, a little bit leaning conservative like pieces of shit. That's why people are sick of the Democrat Party. The shooter was a Democrat. We have the text messages between him and his boyfriend. He talks about why he did it. He told his parents why he did it. Because he hates Trump and he hates Charlie Kirk and he was spreading hateful rhetoric. Anything hateful is just shit you disagree with. If he was a Groyper and Nick Fuentes supporter, he would not have a trans boyfriend. Nick Fuentes does not like trans people. He was not a registered anything. He was unregistered with any political party. But he voted for Kamala Harris. I don't know how, you guys have no brain cells whatsoever to do any kind of research involving this shooter. You just spread bullshit and nonsense. Hypocritical demon rats. Yup. The party of hypocrites. The party of hypocrites. Oh, you're smart because you have a degree. Wow, I didn't know that your climate change studies made you so intelligent. Bravo, bravo. Dumbocrats. I'm going to restart the stream, guys. I'm going to see if there's any guests that might want to come on. And I'm going to restart the stream in, 5 minutes maximum. Climate change these nuts. That's a hilarious comment. USA, turn on the notification bell. If anyone has any final questions, comments, anything they want to talk about, drop a super chat. I'll give you 30 seconds. We can talk about it for a couple minutes. If not, I'm going to hop off and restart the stream real quick. So hit that notification bell. Slap that like button. Trump, MAGA, Maha. Oh, excuse me. All right, guys, I'm going to restart the stream now. I'll see you guys in a second.